folks, Coco One Love here. We are right on the Columbia River, which is kind of the dividing line between Oregon State and Washington State. Now, we are in the car, not only when we are on vacation, we are in the car also when we are at home, driving to work, driving to all the activities that we partake in on a daily, regular basis. So we kind of cultivate and develop habits while we're doing this. Some of them we're probably unaware of. We're going to try to pull some of the things that we've talked about before in our previous videos and make sure you guys are paying attention to what you're doing while you are driving. So I'm going to unleash some postural driving tips. I'm going to have a series of postural driving tips that I want you guys to pay attention to while you are in the car. Okay, and the first one is very simple. The first one is just dealing with your feet. Now, you know we have talked about feet several times in several of our exercises and just talking about foot mechanics and kind of the positioning that you want to be in. And that's always toes pointed straight foot. So we want to make sure that we cultivate that all the time when we're sitting down. So I'm in a seated position here. A lot of times it's easy for my feet to kind of do different things. Well, that's going to affect me posturally upstream. It's going to affect my joints and most importantly my hip joint, which has to do with everything that I do with performance and movement wise. So what I want you guys to make sure is that you always practice this neutral foot position while you are driving. So if you can really see what I'm doing with my foot here, a lot of times we'll see that we're doing this number here. And so that's kind of gonna reinforce that duck foot, that flared foot, externally rotated foot, and we always want a neutral foot. So if you can practice always trying to keep this foot neutral, going from here and then here, driving gas and then brake like this, rather than doing this number where you're like boom, boom, boom. Same with this foot. A lot of times we're out here doing this. Let's try to practice neutral feet all the time. If you want to give this foot a break, you can bring it down here and practice that neutral foot position. We always want to make sure we're doing this, even when we are on the toilet, when we're sitting down at our desk at work, wherever we're doing, we're eating dinner, we want to make sure we're always cultivating this straight neutral foot position. Okay, so pay attention to that. That's tip number one. Neutral foot position while you are driving tip series coming up here in Washington, visiting Oregon. We're right here in kind of the border, Columbia River. Coco One Love, baby. Nothing but love. Do good. Like us, love us, subscribe, and share us with the world. Peace out, baby. Conquering lion everywhere.